Hello guys, so in today's video I'm going to be doing a 2002-2003 Philadelphia 76ers rebuild around Allen Iverson. So in 2002, this is what the starting lineup was looking like. Eric Snow at point guard, Allen Iverson at shooting guard, Aaron McKie at small forward, Keith Van Horn at power forward, Derek Coleman at center. So one trade I'm going to make right now is I'm going to be trading Eric Snow to the Detroit Pistons for their Grizzlies picks, because I'm gonna be trying to get a lot of draft picks this year so that we could potentially get like maybe Dwayne Wade or Carmelo Anthony to help with Allen Iverson. And there they are. So we're gonna try to get their 2003 pick, and all it's gonna take is Mark Bryant and Eric Snow. So I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna be making one other trade. So I'm also gonna be trying to trade for the Celtics 2003 pick, top three protected. And it would take Derek Coleman and Monty Williams. So I'm gonna do this. Alright, so after all those moves, this is what the starting lineup is looking like. Allen Iverson switches to point guard, Greg Buckner shooting guard, and McKie small forward, Keith Van Horn at power forward, and Todd McCulloch at center. So I'm not gonna be making much moves other than that. Like, we are pretty much gonna be just trying to tank this year, so we could get a high draft pick. So I'll see you guys at the trade deadline, and I'll notify you guys on our record when we get there. Alright, so we're currently at the trade deadline, and we're 19 and 27 right now. So this is what our starting lineup is looking like right now. Quincy Knight at point guard, Allen Iverson shooting guard, Aaron McKie at small forward, Keith Van Horn at power forward, and Todd McCulloch at center. And Andy Forbes is our sixth man coming off the bench. So I don't think I'm going to be making any more moves at the trade deadline right now. So I'm just going to simulate to the end of year one, and I'll update you guys on our record as well as the awards when I get there. Alright, so we did finish the season 37 and 45. Tim Duncan wins MVP. Yao Ming wins Rookie of the Year. Mike Miller wins Sixth Man of the Year. Ben Wallace wins DPOY. Ricky Davis wins Most Improved Player. Mike Thomas is the Coach of the Year for the Hornets. And Stan Myers is the Executive of the Year for the San Antonio Spurs. So none of our guys make All-NBA first team. Allen Iverson makes All-NBA second team. And none of our guys make All-NBA third team. Allen Iverson makes All-Defensive second team, surprisingly, for a 6-foot guard. And none of our guys make all rookie teams, unfortunately. So we didn't make the playoffs this year, so I'm just going to simulate. And it'll be the Lakers versus the Raptors finals. Lakers take game 1, they take game 2, they take game 3, and it's going to look like a sweep. Kobe Bryant wins finals MVP. So we do end up with the second pick. And I think I'm going to pick Carmelo Anthony. So we do have Carmelo Anthony now. I'm gonna try to maybe trade for the 6th pick, see if we could try to get maybe Chris Kaman for center. That would be an interesting pickup. So I would be willing to trade these two if we could try to get the 6th pick. And we'll see if they are willing to accept that. So I think I'm gonna do this trade for the 6th pick. They accept. And I'm gonna take Chris Kaman to be our center. Alright, so this is what the starting lineup is going to look like for year 2. Eddie House is our point guard. Allen Iverson is our shooting guard. Carmelo Anthony is our small forward. Keith Van Horn is our power forward. And Chris Kaman is our center. So I don't think I'm going to be making any trades for now. If I do, I'll let you guys know. But I'm just going to simulate to the trade deadline, so I'll see you guys there. Alright, so we're currently at the trade deadline right now. We're 32 and 15, so we're definitely doing better than last season, so that's good. This is what our starting lineup is looking like right now. Eddie House at the point guard. Allen Iverson is at shooting guard. Carmelo Anthony is small forward. Keith Van Horn is power forward. Chris Kaman is at center. So I'm really happy with how this team is improving. So that's good, especially from the rookies. But other than that, I'll see you guys at the end of the season, and I'll update you guys on our records as well as the awards. Shaquille O'Neal wins MVP. LeBron James wins Rookie of the Year on the Miami Heat. Grant Hill wins Sixth Man of the Year. Ben Wallace wins DPOY. Amari Stoudemire wins Most Improved Player in the Suns. Phil Jackson's Coach of the Year as the Lakers. Executive of the Year is Quinn Carr on the Nuggets. So none of our guys make All-NBA first or second team, but both Allen Iverson and Carmelo make All-NBA third team. And And none of our guys make all defensive teams. But Carmelo Anthony does make all rookie first team for us, so that's good. And Chris Kaman makes all rookie second team for us as well, so that's good. We're going up against the Milwaukee Bucks here. We take game 1. They take game 2. We take game 3. We take game 4. They take game 5. We take game 6. So we'll be going up against the Hornets or the Raptors here, and it's going to be the Hornets. We take game 1. We take game 2 by 7. We take game 3. We take game 4, so we do end up sweeping them. And we're going to be going up against either the Heat or the Orlando Magic, and it's going to be the Orlando Magic. We take game 1 by 2. They take game 2 by 1. We take game 3 by 5. Then we take game 4. We take game 5. So we are in the finals in our second year. We're going to be going up against either the Kings or the Spurs, and it is going to be the Kings. So we take game 1. We take game 2. We take game 3. So we are going to win an NBA championship this year. So I'm going to simulate this with Simcast and see if we can sweep them. So it does look like we are going to be completing the sweep. I am going to jump in for like the last 30 seconds. And I'm just going to dribble the clock out and like shoot at the last second, pretty much.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
So Allen Iverson should win Finals MVP unless Carmelo Anthony did better
Iverson
than
up
him.
top.
But I highly doubt that. But I'm pretty happy we did end up winning a championship in only our second year. So it's just
Shot clock at 6.
example of what's to come from this team, I guess.
And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
So we are going to win
One
the
of the
NBA
better
championship.
scorers.
We end up beating the Sacramento Kings in a sweep. So we do end up bringing home Philadelphia, an NBA championship in only our second year of the rebuild. And Allen Iverson wins Finals MVP. Alright, so I am going to sign Eddie House back. He was really good for us last year, so I'm going to get him on a $3.40 million deal for 4 years. And I think that's all I'm going to be doing in the free agency, so I'll see you guys at player progression. Alright, so Allen Iverson's up 1 to a 95. Carmelo's up 3 to an 87. Keith Van Horn's still at an 82. Chris Kaman goes up 3 to an 81. Aaron McKie is an 80. And Eddie House is a 77. So I think that's all I'm going to go over. The rest of these guys are just really bench players, so it's fine. But I'll see you guys at the beginning of the next season. Alright, so at the beginning of our third season, Will Carney is going to be our point guard. Allen Iverson shooting guard. Carmelo Anthony small forward. Keith Van Horn is power forward, and center is Chris Kaman. So I think what I might end up doing is trading Aaron McKie. I might trade him for like a point guard, as we already got a small forward in Carmelo Anthony. So I'm going to see what I can try to do here. So I'm just going to go on the trade finder and go look for Aaron McKie and see if we can get any point guards for him. And we are offered Kirk Heinrich, so I think I'll look through the other trades, but I think I'm going to do that. He's a young point guard. He was in the 2003 draft along with LeBron, Carmelo, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. And I think he would be a really good pickup for us. So unless we get any other good deals, I'm probably going to take that. And it doesn't really look like we are going to be getting other good deals, so I'm going to just accept this trade here. And now we have a starting point guard in Kirk Heinrich. So I think that's probably the only trade I'm going to make for right now. But if I do make any more trades, I'll let you guys know. And I'll see you guys at the trade deadline, and I'll update you guys on our record as well as our starting lineup. So I'll see you guys then. We're at the trade deadline right now. This is what our starting lineup is looking like. Kirk Heinrich is our point guard. Allen Iverson shooting guard. Carmelo Anthony is our small forward. Keith Van Horn is our power forward. And Chris Kaman's our center. And Eddie House is coming off the bench as our sixth man. I don't think I'm going to be making any trades right now, so I'm just going to simulate to the end of the year. I'll update you guys on our record as well as the awards, so I'll see you guys at the end of the year. Alright, so we finished the season 61-21. Kobe Bryant is your MVP. Dwight Howard wins Rookie of the Year on the Hawks. Jay Williams is your Sixth Man of the Year. Ben Wallace wins DPOY. Ryan Humphrey is the Most Improved Player. Larry Brown wins Coach of the Year for us. And Nathan Hill wins Executive of the Year for the Miami Heat. So none of our guys make first team, but Allen Iverson and Carmelo both make All NBA second team. None of our guys make All NBA third team. None of our guys make any of the defensive teams, unfortunately, and none of our guys make the rookie teams. We are the first seed in the East right now, so we will be going up against the Celtics in round one. We take game one, we take game two, we take game three, and we take game four. So we do end up sweeping the Celtics, and we will be going up against either the Orlando Magic or the Bucks, and it's gonna be the Orlando Magic. We take game one by one. They take game two by like 23, unfortunately. They take game three by 8. We take game four by 6. We take game five. We take game six. So we are going to be going up against the Miami Heat, who obviously have LeBron James and Gilbert Arenas. So I don't know if we're going to end up winning this series. They take game one. We take game two by 6. They take game three. We take game four. We take game five. We take game six. So we are back in the finals against the Los Angeles Lakers. And obviously, this is a rematch of the 2001 NBA Finals. So let's see if we can rewrite history here and beat the Lakers in the NBA Finals. They take game one. They take game two. So we are down 2-0, unfortunately. And none of our guys are injured right now. So it's just bad playing on our end, I guess. We do take game three. We take game four. So we do end up tying the series. We take game five. So we went up 3-2. And we do end up taking game six, so we do come back down 2-0. So we do end up getting revenge on the Los Angeles Lakers for the 2001 finals. And Carmelo Anthony actually wins finals MVP on this squad. So that's interesting. All right, so in player progression, Allen Iverson stays at a 95, Carmelo's up to a 91, Keith Van Horn's up to an 83, and Chris King is up to an 83. So as you can tell, we're going to be building mainly around Allen Iverson and Carmelo Anthony at this point. That is kind of like our dynamic duo, I guess you could say. So I guess we are kind of like recreating what they did do in Denver. But other than that, I think I am gonna end the video here, guys. So I'll try to make a part 2 to this video. We did end up going back to back and beating the Los Angeles Lakers. So we did end up getting revenge on them.